Bitcoin is sinking, as well as altcoins are also sinking, which is usually the case, right? Bitcoin sinking, altcoins are sinking worse, which is the current situation. And Bitcoin has come back down to this yellow line here, which is the support line for this bull market, pretty much for the entire cycle, right? And we come back down towards that now. We touched on it a few times, and now we're coming back towards that area again now, which I've said in a previous video before, which could happen, which I think could happen. And now it's happening, right? So now the question is, are we going to bounce off of this and continue up, or are we going to come lower? Because there is a chance, obviously, this could break and become lower, which the next point of support is going to be around about the previous all-time highs, right? Around about 70k, 69, 70k. That'll be the next level if we break beneath this. But there's a good chance we're going to bounce up and continue higher in this bull market, in this cycle, right? And I do think we could end up here, up in this range over here, up towards 150,000. I think that's the next logical leg up in my mind, up to the top of the upper resistance line for this bull market. This yellow line here, this is the upper resistance for this bull market, and these red lines are for all of the multiple cycles for the entire Bitcoin chart, right? From the start of the Bitcoin chart, this is what these red lines are. So I think we can definitely get up here towards 150k. That just makes a lot of sense to me. In which case, hopefully we can see some nice runs on the altcoins again, right? Because the altcoin market has been absolutely destroyed just constantly this year in 2025, right? Ever since Trump came out of his tariffs, ever since then, the entire market has just been completely shit, right? But at some point, it's going to come back, right? We're going to get some nice runs at some point. Whether the market needs to bleed further first before it runs up again, or whether it's going to have a next leg up soon, nobody knows. But at some point or another, there's going to be a leg up in the market, right? Whether it comes now or later, or whether the chart needs to come down further first, it doesn't matter. At some point, it's going to happen, right? And a lot of altcoins are pretty cheap right now, so it's not always the best idea to be too greedy and wait too long, because then you'll probably won't get a very good entry. Because if the market goes up a lot again, then obviously you're going to miss the opportunity, right? So you have to decide for yourself whether you want to take the risk now, or whether you want to be greedy and try and wait for cheaper prices. You know, you never know. You have to make that call for yourself, really. But yeah, I'm thinking there's a good chance that we can bounce off of this yellow line here with Bitcoin, and we can continue up into 150k soon. You know, some point early next year, maybe. Maybe it could even happen this year, because we see back here these green lines, these green candles, they happen fast, right? Whenever Bitcoin shoots up to a new high, it happens really fast. So it could still technically happen this year. It could happen fast, right? So, and we can get an altcoin season into the end of this year or early 2026. It could happen, or maybe it's going to take longer, but it's definitely possible that it can happen fast. And the way I've prepared for this is I've been basically buying meme coins. I'm pretty much becoming a meme coin maxi at this point, because that's where the huge gains are, right? That's where you find the 100x, 1000x, or even just the big price swings. That's where you find them, right? They're always found in meme coins. Sometimes you find them in some other coins, but it's way more common that you get these huge price swings in meme coins, right? So this is why I've become to really like the meme coins, because that's where the life-changing returns is common, right? So I'm still holding my Cocoro. This chart's down a lot since the all-time highs. You know, we're down over 95% at this point, so it's down a lot. And a lot of this is obviously due to the IP issue that's been going on. So I continue to hold this because the narrative is great. It's Dogecoin's sister in real life, right? It's the sister dog, the new dog, owned by the family that owned the Dogecoin dog. They had Doge, they had Nero, and now they got Cocoro. Simple as that, right? It's a great narrative. But there's currently some legal issues going on, right? And they've got lawyers involved. So if the lawyers pull it off and everything's successful and it's relisted on Uniswap and Etherscan, and then we start getting some exchange listings, then from this point at 1 million market cap, you know, 1000x is a billion. So there is 1000x potential with this one right here, based on the narrative. It's a really good narrative, right? So it can definitely happen. Or 100x is obviously just 100 million. So that's not far-fetched at all for the narrative. Again, it's just a great narrative. So long as the legal issues are resolved, then this one can have a massive bounce, and this one can shoot up. It can happen fast, right? If you get a meme coin season, and then this is relisted on Uniswap and stuff like that, starts getting exchanges again, then this can have a green candle. You know, this can just go, this can just shoot straight up. We can just go straight up with the right timing and everything, because everybody's bailed from this now due to the legal issues. A lot of people, obviously there's still a core community of people holding, but a lot of people are bailed. Once they realise that the legal issues are resolved, then everybody can just pile back in, and this can just you know, the momentum can just happen really fast. And then exchange listings can start building up. HTX are still shilling this actually. So here they posted this the other day. This is clearly Nero and Cocoro, right? They posted a lot of things with Cocoro riding a rocket. So Cocoro riding a rocket right there. Not too long before that, they posted this video, which looks like Cocoro to me. HTX community have posted this the other day. This has got Cocoro in it right there. They posted another image here with Cocoro in it. So the HTX global X or Twitter page is still posting Cocoro, and also the HTX community page is also posting Cocoro still. So it does look like HTX still does have an interest in Cocoro. So once all the legal issues are resolved with the IP stuff, then I think definitely HTX are still interested in listing Cocoro right at the right time. So yeah, I'm continuing to hold Cocoro. It definitely has a chance for a huge comeback, and it can do 100 of X's really fast, right? You can do 100x, 200x, 300x, all the way up to 1000x, maybe even more than 1000x if the market conditions are good enough, right? It can definitely happen. So I'm continuing to hold Cocoro still. This is still my favourite meme coin and my biggest holding. And I've also bought a decent bag of this, right? So this is Yee. Now this might seem like a stupid meme, okay, but it is actually a really good narrative as well. It's not quite as good as Cocoro in my opinion, but this is right up there with Cocoro based on the narrative, right? So this is another meme coin that I'm doing a long-term hold on. So Cocoro is a long-term hold because it's a concrete narrative, right? That's not going to go anywhere. You know, it's literally a real-life dog that's owned by the same owner that owned Doge and Nero, right? So it's not a pointless narrative. And this as well is a good long-term narrative because this is basically Pepe's arch nemesis. There's actually an old video that I saw from 8 or 9 years ago in the 2017 bull run that features the Dogecoin dog and Pepe and this dinosaur Yee in the same video, okay? So even before the bull runs, even back in 2017 bull run, there was this video that birthed Doge, and Pepe was derived from that video as well apparently, and this is the other character in that video. So it's actually a really good narrative, and this is Pepe's arch nemesis, and apparently Yee never loses, right? So yeah, it is a really good narrative actually, and it can definitely catch, well, I don't know if it'll catch up with Pepe because Pepe's obviously really big, and maybe this isn't as well known as Pepe. I knew what Pepe was even when I first saw Pepe. Like, I knew what Pepe was just because I've seen it online somewhere before. I didn't even know where I saw it, but I definitely saw it before. So Pepe's a better meme, right? But this is Pepe's arch nemesis, right? And it's currently only a $1.5 million market cap, right? So 100x from here would be 150 million, which isn't in the billions like Pepe is, but I definitely think this could do hundreds of millions. And it was actually launched back here in April 2023, which is when Pepe was launched, by the way. So it was launched at the same time as Pepe. And this chart's just been on the slow grind up ever since, right? It's just slowly, it went for like 2 years or whatever. It just went slowly up and just consolidated slowly up. And then back in May this year, it had a big pump. And now it's kind of came down a little bit, cooled off. And it's consolidating now just about 1.5 million. So this, in my opinion, is a good time to buy. It's still not on many exchanges, it's only on a couple of really small exchanges like WeX and CaseX. So when the market heats up and starts getting better again, we get a meme season, I definitely think this could be one that takes off. I think it could do 100x or more. So yeah, this is another long-term hold. These are my two meme coins that I'm a long-term holding for the moonshot. Right, so I've got Cocoro and Yee. I think these are the best narrative meme coins right now that are in the low market cap range, right? These are the best low market cap, micro cap meme coins, in my opinion, because they've got the best narratives, they've got an active community behind them, and yeah, I'm just holding these now, and I'm just waiting for the market to kick off better, and these two, Cocoro and Yee, base, because the narratives are so good. These are the best, these have got the best narratives, you know, these could really take off, yeah. So I'm long-term hodling Cocoro and Yee, and I've got a couple of other meme coins that I'm kind of swing trading in order to buy more Cocoro and some more Yee as well. So Fartcoin I've been buying in this green box down here at the lows, okay? So my plan is to just accumulate some in this box. I've just been DCAing in this green box, okay? And I believe this is gonna, so long as the market moves up, obviously, if Bitcoin and the market tanks, then it's not gonna happen, or at least not yet, it's not gonna happen. But if the market is gonna reverse and go upwards again, then I think Fartcoin can definitely come up back to the highs up here, right? And my plan is to take profits here, maybe just take my initial in this area and then leave the rest into this area, right? I'm not going to be holding higher than that unless it moves too fast for me to sell, then obviously I will, but my plan is to sell in these red boxes, okay? So I'm accumulating in this green box here, Once it gets up in this red box, I'll probably sell half, and then when it gets up into this red box, I'll sell the rest. And then with the profits from that, my plan is to buy some more Cocoro and to buy some more Yee, or maybe another opportunity if I see one, because Fartcoin's currently a 250 million market cap, and it was in the billions up here, and even here it was like over a billion. It's like 1.5 billion I think it was here. So this could do a nice 3, 4, 5x or something like that, which if you put in a decent bag, if you accumulate enough of it, then you can make a nice return on that. So that's what I'm doing with this one. Also, I think this one could do a nice 10, 20, 30x, maybe more, who knows, because it's only a 300k market cap right now. So a 10x from here is 3 million, 20x is 6 million, 30x is 9 million, right? So I definitely think this could go to like 10 million or something like that in the short term. And my plan is to basically trade this one up until that point, and then to buy some more Cocoro and some more Yee, right? Maybe this one could go higher, or maybe, I don't know exactly, but my plan is to basically trade this one into buying some more Yee and some more Cocoro, as those are my long-term holds. This is quite a good narrative. Safemoon was a big project in 2021, but it did turn out to be a scam in the end, this project. It was like one of the most well-known scams. So it's not necessarily the best narrative in my opinion, but I definitely think it can definitely have a nice run. It can definitely have a nice, maybe it can go higher than 10 or 20 million, maybe it can succeed and go to the hundreds of millions, right? Maybe it can, but I've got way higher conviction in Cocoro and Yee, so I'm going to try to buy some more of those. But yeah, this is a nice little swing trade setup in my opinion. And this is another one that I really like, is Ape. It's only a 400k market cap right now. I've been buying all the way along here, all the way down here. I was buying. So I'm trying to buy some more as well. I'm going to see if it's going to come down again or not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's going to continue up. But I think this is a good one. The team is definitely putting in some work to make shit happen with this one. So I'm definitely thinking this one's looking pretty good for at least a 10x from here. 10x will put this at only 4 million. I actually think this could go into the hundreds of millions maybe, but I'm not personally going to bet on that. I'm probably going to sell before then, but we'll see what happens, because this is a pretty good one and everyone seems to be holding this one mostly. Obviously we had a little bit of a sell off here. There's always going to be some sells, right? There's always going to be somebody who cheats. This is just how it works. Chart goes up, some people take profits, and then chart goes up again, people take profits. But this one, everyone seems to be holding mostly, so it's looking pretty strong so far. If we look on the website here, they've got tier 2 sex listings coming soon, and then further down the roadmap here, they've got T1 sex listings. So that's good. That says that they're going to try and get exchange listings, right? That's important to have exchange listings. So if they're going to get tier 2 and T1 exchanges and work their way up, then this could be one of the big runners. This could even go into the hundreds of millions when the market sentiment's good, when the market turns around and the market's good. This could be one of the big runners, right? So I'll see with this one. I might leave a moon bag in until a much higher market cap, right? Because I do think this one could do well. But again, my main two holds that I'm interested in is Cocoro and Yee, because these are just the best narratives, right? Or they're beta plays. Cocoro is a beta play for Dogecoin, right? And Yee is a beta play for Pepe, basically. So they've already had the path blazed out for them. Pepe's already made the path, and Dogecoin's already made the path. Nero's made the path as well for Cocoro. So the story is already written for them. So there's a good chance that they can follow in the footsteps of their predecessors, right? But this is kind of a new coin. It's just Ape, it's just Ape coin. It's not based on a coin that's already taken off, and it's not following the footsteps, so you can't really be as confident about it. But it is a good narrative because it's Ape, right? And we're all a bunch of apes aping into these coins, and this is Ape. So there is potential for this one to do really well. But yeah, we'll see what happens, because you just never know with these meme coins. Anything can happen. By the way, if you're newer to crypto and you kind of want to learn crypto faster, right? You don't want to waste loads of time learning, you don't want to make loads of mistakes, then definitely check out my course, right? Because you'll learn everything you need to know way faster, right? And if you learn this now, before the market takes off, then you can take advantage of the skills that you learn in order to make way more money, right? So this is only $300 right now, but with the skills that you will learn, when the market turns around, you want to be fully prepared, and you'll make obviously way more money when the market's doing well, right? Whereas if the market takes off and you don't know what you're doing, then you're not going to make nearly as much money as you could. So yeah, check out this course if you're newer to crypto and you want to learn how to trade. I might do a special deal on this for Black Friday, so keep your eyes on that. I might put the price down temporarily, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Other than that, that's all for this video. Please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.